Hey guys, it's FuzionTimmy here, and as you all know, we have just hit 3,000 subscribers. It's really insane. I never thought we'd get this far, but this video is a lot more than just a subscriber special. There's a lot that I'm going to be talking about, but I just wanted to say before we actually got into it, thank you for getting me to 3,000 subscribers. Even if you hated me, if you still hit the subscribe button, it's still, it's something. If you watch my videos, it still helps out. It's great. And I'm happy what our community's become. We've become our own little tiny community in the Roblox world. And, I'm not the biggest at all, but, I'm pretty proud of what we have. It's pretty good. Now, let me go ahead and address some things that you probably haven't noticed, or if you have, you probably don't know why. But there has not been like a 1,000 subscriber special or like a 2,000 subscriber special. It's because we were growing so fast that there was no point. I hit 1,000 within a week. I was already hitting 2,000. It's just like we were growing so fast for like just a pretty good while. All right, now we started to slow down because I feel like my content is it's not as popular as Atlas's anymore, and it's really harder to actually grow on Dragon Ball Ultimate. I kind of did, it's kind of my fault, honestly, and I'll explain that in a little bit, but our channel is still really solid, and if you're watching this, I'm glad you are, because there's a lot of stuff happening and changing in the future, and I was one of the first Dragon Ball Ultimate channels. If you actually went back and seen some of my oldest ones, like my very first one, I was a lot weaker. I had 0 rebirths. I thought Super Saiyan Blue was overpowered. I was wearing the Future Trunks outfit, and it looked terrible. It has been so long since then, and we've changed so much as a community, and a lot has happened. So, as you guys might be noticing, I am wearing the Goku Black outfit, and if you know my channel at all, or what I've done, I made a clan that was completely against people wearing this outfit. It's called the Dark Empire, or the Legion of Darkness, and the reason I always hated them was because I thought they were big jerks, and they not just kill people in the game, they would take it way too far, and I always hated that, and that's why I tried to fight against them. But you're probably wondering, what happened? Why are you with them now? Weren't you their greatest enemy? And a lot of my friends have thought that I've just completely betrayed them and becoming the exact thing I never wanted to become. But that is not the truth at all, and I'll explain why. So you see, let me go back to the beginning. I started the Fusion Clan, right? I don't know if you guys have seen any of those videos. It was called the Fusion Clan for a while. We wore the dark blue Gohan outfit, and it was okay. I didn't really care to really change the outfit. A lot of people did, so I ended up changing it eventually. But it was called the Fusion Clan for a while. We didn't really stand for much. We just wanted to take down the Dark Empire. That was all we really stood for. And this guy named Outbreak City comes in there. He's just this dude. He's got 300 rebirths. And I was like, wow, he's really strong. He's not the best in the game. He's not as good as Dark, but he's pretty good. He's pretty good. And I ended up becoming friends with him just purely because he said, oh yeah, you guys should rebirth. Rebirthing is good. Stat grinding is bad. Which he had a good point, but honestly, I don't know how I didn't figure that out sooner. It was so obvious. That's why I was growing so slow. That's why we kept getting crushed, because rebirthing is kind of essential for a long time until you reach a certain point where it doesn't really matter, which is kind of what I'm at. I mean, you can go further, but it's helpful, trust me. It's just I don't see a point in it anymore. But the guy was pretty cool first. I thought he was my friend, blah blah blah, and eventually I didn't tell anyone this because he was helping me at the time. But he was actually a spy on the Dark Empire. But at the same time, he'd be acting like he was friends with the Dark Empire. He'd trash talk me, a bunch of other stuff. But he would still be sending me information, so he was a spy, right? But I feel like he was a double agent in a way. He was helping them, he was also helping us for his own gain. And that, I'll go into further detail later, okay? I just wanted to go ahead and introduce who he is. He's also known as Sun Farad, if you guys didn't know who he is. He's the leader of the Commonwealth. Let's go to the next part of the clan. I made the Black Knights, right? The Black Knights is actually not a custom name. That comes from a show called Code Geass, which it's about, pretty much a rebellion, blah, blah, blah. You have to look it up. If you don't know it, you won't understand, but it's based off an anime. And I just thought it was a pretty cool idea. I'm such a big fan of that show, and a lot of my stuff is based around it, so thought Order of the Black Knight sounds cool. Well, then I was accused for copying Dark and a bunch of other things. It was ridiculous. But I didn't really care, you know. I never let the insults really get to me. We changed our outfit. We started making more rules, and we're like, hey, we're called the Black Knights. Let's try and live by what Knights' rules were, just for fun. You know, if you look it up, like there's a chivalry list, and it's like what they do, and I was like, that's pretty much what we already stood for. So I was like, hey, this is what we'll work off of. And we actually had still, even after I deleted and like banned most of the inactive members, we still had like 60 to 70 solid members going constantly. I built that server up myself. Now, I'm not going to say I helped them all get strong, because if you guys know Chris, or Daddy Smurf, or Cat, who were my elites at the time, you would know that they actually did train all on their own. I did not help them with that. They actually grew strong on their own. If anything, they actually grinded more than me, which was great. You know, I didn't see a problem with that. You know, they were always pretty much stronger than me, except for Cat, but that's just because Cat was never really big into the game anyways, which makes how it ended all the more tragic, and you'll understand why soon. But as you can see, unlike in most of my videos, I am alone in this canyon, and there is no one here to be in my video. A lot of things have changed, and let me explain. So, all these threats keep happening, right? All from like the Commonwealth, the Dark Empire, and it's just really annoying because no matter what I did, nothing would change. No matter like how many times I killed some of them, or how far I got, it did not click for them. You know, nothing I said was gonna work. Not to mention, I figured out a lot of players were actually cheating. And yeah, I don't have any solid proof, but when all of the pros pretty much talk about it, just out in the open, and then they just delete the messages, or they just literally say, oh yeah, I know this guy, he does cheat. I'm not gonna say who said it, because then I'd be giving them away. But trust me, I know there is players cheating, and I actually have some proof now. It took me a bit, but I now have it. And the thing is, that's why I quit. I was like, so what you're telling me is they've been calling us trash, pathetic at the game, but this whole time that we've been thinking, man, we need to train more, we need to get better, they were just cheating. They weren't even actually trying, they were just cheating. And that's why they were able to win over us. And it's like, so you're telling me we're fighting cheaters, and there's nothing we could do. Because Pingo's not going to do anything. That's like his best, most influential people now, because they're the strongest. He's not going to do anything. I've tried many, many times. He does not do crap. And I'll even show it later. And it's not because I hate Pingo, but because it's really ruining his game, and I don't know if he understands or not. Like, I don't know what he's going to do. I can't control him, but it's just very irritating and frustrating for a lot of us normal players. Like, a lot of us watching this video. I know he can't stop scripts, but whenever you figure out, like, someone is hacking, it's just blatantly obvious, and there's proof brought up against them, you could at least revoke their rebirths to a certain amount. You don't have to ban them completely from the game, but you can, like, just sort of slim their rebirths back. If they're, like, let's say 1,000, I don't care if you even slim to the 500, that would help more than just letting them just go and just be right off the hook. Because they're going to do the same thing again and again and again, and if they keep doing it, that's when you actually ban them from the game, because it's breaking it. You have to put your foot down. Anyway, I'm not even a game creator, and I know that. And a lot of other game creators I know, such as Speed Dev, even though, like, that's kind of obvious. But the point is, I left the Black Knights for that reason. And there was a lot of rumors saying that I left because Chris was too strong, or because I was a baby and all the insults got to me. And not really. There was always insults, but eventually I just got tired of dealing with them, you know? There was no solution. I was always fighting, not because I wanted to be the strongest, but because I just wanted to find a solution. Now at the beginning, yes, my series was called The Journey to Become the Strongest, and that's because I wanted a clickbait title, I'm gonna be honest. I wanted you guys to, like, click on that and be like, hey, what's he doing? I just wanted to become one of the strongest, which I kind of have. When you really think about it, I may not be the strongest, but I've become, like, one of the strongest players. Probably, like, top 50, maybe. Which is fine with me. I'm not expecting to get, like, top 10 or something. That's, like, about impossible. And I'm not going to put that much time and effort in, knowing me. But I've become so strong that I'm actually pretty deadly, and I'm satisfied with where I'm at. So I quit the game, and, you know, I was like, alright, whatever. I'm done dealing with these people. I got better things to do, right? But I learned half a day later that Chris, Daddy Smurf, and even Cat had all joined the Commonwealth. I don't think Cat joined it for like a day or two, or if he did, it was like barely, so I can respect Cat for that. But the fact that Chris and Smurf joined the Commonwealth right after I left, not even half a day later, it was like the ultimate betrayal for me. But I still want to forgive them because, you know, they've been my friends for so long. Because if you didn't know, the Commonwealth is honestly just treated me like crap. From the moment we got in there as a clan, I was like, hey, what's up? And then immediately I'm being spammed with insults. I'm like, why is this allowed? You know, there should not be this much like disrespect going on in the server. I'm your ally. It's like when you ally a clan, you're supposed to show some respect. You're supposed to be somewhat nice to them. But he just lets all the insults keep coming. He lets all the drama happen. I'm like, look, I just came here because you were our allies. But he's not acting like an ally. He's more acting like an enemy. So I just left. And when I told him this, he did not care. He was just like, oh, that's too bad, but can you tell your other members to join? He did not care about any of it. He basically just wanted my members because they had influence. And they're actually, like, some of them were stronger than me, so that's another thing. He was mainly taking players because of their strength and, like, all that. So pretty much Dark Empire and me, we were clashing at the time. And I'm like, so you're going to let them insult us even though we're not insulting them? And he's like, yeah. Pretty much he was like, yeah, sorry, but if I ban them, that just ruins my whole reputation as a spy. And I'm like, bruh, are you serious right now? And at this point, he's become stronger than Dark and all that. It's just ridiculous. He was basically siding with them because they're stronger, and I was just tired of all the disrespect. I just got out of there. And now, after all this crap, it's like all of their members, it's just so many things. I couldn't even tell you guys. But they have done so much to me, and so much to that clan that I used to own. It's not mine anymore, but the clan that I used to own. And then half a day later, my most trusted people joined it because I left the game. And how does that make me feel? It was like, wow, that's stupid. That just sucks, you know? People I trusted the most in this game, even they betrayed me in the end for their own benefits. And it's like, are you serious? They believe it's for peace. But guys, you don't do that half a day later after your friggin' best friend just left because of everything that's happened, because of everything that's been said. You could have maybe at least tried to explain to them. But no, instead you just go and kiss butt with the best players. That's all it is. They just wanted to be a part of that community with all the pros. They wanted to actually simp, basically. And I was kind of ticked off by that, but I was okay with it. I got kind of mad. But then I learned Smurf was the one that was mostly in there, the one that was mostly doing everything. And I believe it 100% because I'm about to tell you guys another thing. So I was mad at him. I told him to basically screw off, and then I just blocked him. And I got tired of it because he was my closest, oldest friend. You know, he was someone that I trusted the most out of everyone in the game. And there was a bunch of times that me and him clashed because of the same reason. Every time a pro came around, someone that was from like the Dark Empire or the Commonwealth, he would always just disobey everything we said. He would throw away all of our rules. And it was annoying. At least Chris was actually loyal in that way. That's why I made him the leader eventually. See, I left, and I made Chris the leader because I thought he was the most responsible, the most trusted. He had a YouTube channel like me. I liked his videos. He was a really cool guy. But then after that, I was like, so this is his first act as leader. He's gonna, you know, just go do that and throw away everything that we built. Everything that we've done. He basically just became another Commonwealth. When it's like, the reason I made the Black Knights is because it was meant to be different. At that point, you might as well just join the Commonwealth because you're allying them and the Dark Empire and everything. It's like, there's nothing special about you. You know, Dark has this whole, I'm the evil bad guy thing going on. And then you have the Commonwealth. They're like, oh yeah, we're the people of freedom. What does the Black Knights have? Because they're not acting like knights. That was the whole thing that we built up, you know? And it was really annoying. But then, you know, I'm friends with Kat. Me and him make a couple videos. I was still playing with Chris a little bit. But then Chris stopped coming to make videos. He stopped playing with us. And why? Because he was too busy trying to get rebirths on a game that all of his friends had supposedly left. I learned they didn't leave. I'll put it that way. I learned they didn't leave. Okay, eventually I'm told by someone, won't name who, that Smurf was still in the Commonwealth, and he was even participating in tournaments, which there is footage of on YouTube.
3, 2, 1, fight! Go! Murder each other! Come on, guys, I know you got it in you. Who's gonna take it? Oh, we got lightning go time. Oh my god! Oh my god, that was insane! We got a 5-second finish. Insane! Absolutely mind-blowing. We got okay. That was absolutely mind-blowing. Oh my gosh, I'm speechless. I am speechless. Daddy Smurf runs back into Commonwealth, claiming the title, Commonwealth's new champion, as well as a $10 gift card to use on anything he wants from Roblox.
And I was just so blown away. I was like, why? Because here's the thing. When I first told him to screw off, I was like, look, I'm going to need some time, but I'll forgive you and I'll let you back in and we can still be friends. Because he left the Commonwealth. Supposedly, he left the Commonwealth. He said that he was so sorry, he still wanted to be friends, and I was like, okay, that's fine. But I'm going to need some time, because I'm not sure if I should let you back in. I don't exactly trust you. 2 weeks later, I did let him into my small little server that I was having for all games. How does he repay me? He lied. He was still in the Commonwealth, and he was still doing tournaments, and it was just a big slap in the face. I was like, wow. So I trusted you again, but you lied to me. But not only that, he lied to Cat. And I felt bad for Cat, because even Cat trusted him. I was like, wow, I'm not sure if I should play with him anymore. Cat was probably the one that, didn't betray me the most. He was just kind of stuck in the middle of all this. And I'm sorry for that, Cat, if you're watching. But it's just how it happens, I guess. See, Chris was slowly starting to change, in my opinion. If you watched his videos, they were all about the Commonwealth and the pros and the legends of DBU. Most of them being cheaters, by the way. And he was just basically simping for them because he wants to be, praised. Put it that way. Because, when he first made a video talking about Outbreak or talking about Assad, he starts getting praised for it. Even though it's a little bit cringy to him, the pros enjoy it. Because it's like, oh, yeah, wow, he's making videos about me. Blah, blah, blah. It's kind of feeding to their ego. He starts doing bunches of those. He's not the same guy that he used to be.
Legends say that tempo is the strongest in the game. But apparently, someone has been creeping up on tempo. A girl with the name of Eden. She is a woman, a very mysterious woman. The woman of mystery, Eden. Once hold a record of 8,000 rebirths. That's right, 8,000 rebirths. Now compared to most pros, that's huge. Ah, Chris, you have finally joined the fan base. Wait, besides that, you? Man, I heard so much about you, man. Yes, indeed, Chris. The man of war himself is here. In fact, I once hold a record of 4,000 rebirths. What? 4,000 rebirths?
It was not just about me or about him. It was about their entire clan. It was enjoyable. It was funny. But now he's just making about certain pros, and it's just, it's bad to watch. Then he made one that was about Zane the Goat doing laps. And if you didn't know, Zane was basically one of the guys that trash talked me the most for zero reason. He was basically just hanging out with every single person that I had banned at least 3 or 4 times. There's this Goaten guy that acted like a girl, and he even let him back in after all of this. And I'm like, are you serious? This guy stands for nothing. He lets anyone in. And I'm like, what the frick? I don't even know. It's just annoying. But I'm still outside the game. I don't care. I'm not being brought back. I've already quit. I've left everything. Even though I'm so frustrated, I don't care anymore. I went and made a Dragon Ball Online Generations clan with Cat, and I was only talking to Cat, right? I've already left Chris for the most part. But the thing about Chris is just, over time, I was getting more and more fed up because I kept hearing about the things he was doing and the stuff that he was actually... Because he says he wants peace, right? But it's just the people he's trying to make peace with. He didn't wait long enough. He did it way too soon. And I'm gonna be honest, it personally affected me. Because, like, yeah, it might not hurt the clan. The clan isn't gonna care. They're just thinking, yeah, I'm getting to hang out with the pros. I'm getting to be with the Commonwealth. I can be in giveaways and tournaments. But then for me, it was just like, you were one of my best friends. And I trusted you to become leader. And now because of your actions, you know, the whole clans fell apart in my eyes of what it used to be. Yes, it might be more successful now, but it's completely lost all the creativity and everything it originally had. And the only reason it's actually succeeding now is because he's actually letting in all of our enemies and letting in all of that. And it's just, it's ruined it, in my opinion. And that's why it never came back. Even when I did come to DBU, I didn't come back. And I wasn't ever going to come back. Until eventually, there was a fated day when someone known as Dark Abscythe, or Lord Dark, or Dark, King Dark, whatever, you guys know who he is, the guy who owns the Legion of Darkness or the Dark Emperor, he comes to me. The last person I'd expect. The person that I have fought through all of the DBU. Like, he was basically my #1 enemy, even over Sunforhot for a while. He was my #1 enemy, and we hated each other's guts. We would argue in the comments, we would argue in the game. It was a constant battle between us, right? And the very least person I would expect, the last person, right? Out of nowhere, he messages me, and he's wanting to hang out, and he's just like, "What's up? You alright? I heard you quit the game." But then he tells me, he's like, "I heard that you left because you were being attacked by a bunch of people, and you left because, like, you know, the game has pretty much been ruined." And I'm like, "Yeah, honestly, I just got tired of all the insults. I got tired of all the fighting, and it was pointless because of all the cheaters in the game. I was like, I'm just fed up. I was like, I have no reason to come back. All my friends have pretty much abandoned me. I still have a few friends, and you know who you are. You're in my server. You're supporting me. Some of you are in the Dark Empire. Some of you aren't, and that's okay. But I felt like the ones I trusted the most had betrayed me. And Cat, he was constantly still playing with Chris and Smurf, and he was just, it was kind of like favoritism, and it annoyed me. I'm not gonna lie. And that's why I eventually stopped really talking to him. Because it was pretty clear to tell that if it came down to it, he would go for them. And I couldn't trust him anymore, just like I can hardly trust anyone. But Dark was someone that I've hated for so long, and I already know, like, everything about him, pretty much. Not really everything about him, but I know the things that he could do. It's kind of like, let's just say, your enemies can't betray you, only your friends can. And that's the thing. So I actually feel better here because I'm thinking, yeah, if he does pull some crap, you know, I already expect it, you know? But with my friends, I'm not expecting it, and it just sucks that much more. But with the Dark Empire, he pretty much said, "Hey, look, I'm not letting you quit this game. You need to come back." It's like, don't let them get under your skin. That's what they want. And I was like, yeah, he's right, he's right. And he's talking about, hey, those cheaters, we can get them. You can still become strong enough to defeat them. And I was like, alright, alright. And I was like, oh, look, I'll join your empire, but under one condition. I've asked Temple, I've asked Assad, I've asked a lot of pros to train me. Because I wanted to learn the knowledge of, like, the oldest pros in the game. And he agreed. And he said on one condition. You have to join my empire and spread it out. It's exactly what I'm doing right now. As you guys can see, pretty much go to the link in the description below. Go join the empire. And you can help me and him build up this empire. He is the leader. I am not the leader. I am just a member. But it made me very happy that my biggest enemy was the person that actually came to help me out, of all people. It's something you didn't expect, you know? And that's why I'm in there. That's why I'm in there right now, because, you know, my old friends, where are they at right now? They're in the Black Knights, and they weren't coming to help me. If anything, they just hate me. And I'm okay with that, you know? They want to go be with the Commonwealth, that's fine. But let me just say, me and Dark are getting a lot more serious with how we're going to be doing stuff. And by that, I mean, we've been working hard. Very, very hard. I'm nowhere near where I'm going to be when I'm ready. But let me just say, Sunforhot will be taken down. And the Commonwealth, anyone that stands in our way, will be taken down. I may not be the person that will do most of the killing. I'm just going to be a helper. I've never claimed to be the strongest. But with our empire, we will become the strongest. We will take out anyone that stands in our way. And by that, I mean, put it this way. We got tired of the cheaters. Sun for Hot is a cheater. And I have much proof of why. See, I've always thought that he was a cheater because he could jump from rebirth to rebirth so fast. He'd go from 300 to 500 within like a week, 2 weeks. And I couldn't even get 80 within like a whole month or two. And I have double XP. I was growing every single day. And he gets like 20 to 30 grabs a day. And it was like, what? How? How do you put in 16 hours a day when you're a grown man in his 30s who has probably a job and a family? And he's like, that makes no sense, right? And I could never figure it out until it clicked. He's been using something known as an auto farmer, which is only like $20 to buy. Someone that, like him could easily buy it. But I never had any proof. It was always possible that maybe I was wrong. Until now. There's someone else that I've known for a while that also has been into this stuff, I guess. I don't know how any of this works, but there's a forum for all this crap. And apparently Outbreak, or Sun for Hot, had made an account on there. One of the patches, or one of the scripts had been patched, that's what I meant. One of the scripts that you actually used to auto-farm had been patched, and he was asking for a new one. And at first you would think, alright, maybe this is fake, right? I show it to Pingo himself, the creator. What does he say? He says, yeah, I patched it, lol. And there's so many things wrong with that. Number one, that means, yes, he knows that Outbreak or Sun for Hot has been cheating. Number two, yes, he fixed the script, but he did nothing to stop Outbreak. Outbreak is already asking to do another one, and he definitely found another one, I'm sure, because there's multiple scripts, trust me. There's a bunch that are still in effect. Pingo's not going to do anything, and it sucks. It really does. I'm really hoping that he'll actually do something. Even though Outbreak has been very influential, he's a cheater. Like, I hate to say it, but that's the truth. He is cheating in the game. It's not actually, what do I call it? What's the word? He's not really real, put it that way. It's not someone that people should be looking up to. Oh, wow, I want to be like him. Because he's not an actual player. He just means he auto-farms. He cheats. But not just him. There's many other players that do it too. But he is just the biggest one. And the reason why me and Dark are going after him is because, okay, this is a long story. I go into his server, as I said, they disrespect me, he does nothing about it, and I was like, alright, well, I don't want to be allies then. I trusted you, but this is what happens. I was like, alright, fine, I'll just leave. He pretty much had used me. By that, I mean, for the next 2 or 3 months, he's inviting all my members that he called trash and death to the Fusion clan. And he's still inviting them. He's still inviting them because he wants my members to join him. And I was just like, why? Why do you want my members if you hate them so much? And the truth is, I eventually realized it's not my members. He just hates me. That's all it is. And that's because I oppose him. And I oppose Dark. If you oppose them, trust me, they will do anything they can to just screw you over. And that makes sense. That makes sense, like, if you really think about it. And it really sucked. But apparently, he'd been doing the same thing to Dark with the spying. He'd been taking Dark's members, and he has slowly built himself even greater than both of us. He has done insanely good. He's taken a lot of our members. He has become the biggest community. He succeeded. But he used us, if you really think about it, because without us, he wouldn't be as nearly as popular as he is now. And even though that we're enemies now, it still goes to show. Because right now, guess who's allied with them? The Black Knights. And I hate to say it, but I built the Black Knights. Chris, yes, you may have built your rebirths, but I built the Black Knights. You're actually starting to build it up more now, because now you're allying with our enemies, and it's helping out the clan. But at the same time, I'm the people that brought you guys together in the first place. I'm the one that even had the idea to build a clan. That's what I'm saying. He did take advantage of both me and Dark. But I thought Dark knew. That was the thing, because I warned him. I was like, hey, I'm going to tell Dark. And he's like, yeah, he already knows, blah, blah, blah. So I never told him. But then, Dark and me were talking the other day, and he's talking about how he's about to leave the Commonwealth because he doesn't really like him anyways. And I was like, hey, you are aware, right, that he's been, like, spying on you guys before, and he was helping me out? and he was kind of a traitor the whole time. And he was like, no. So I show him all these pictures of my proof. He deleted a lot of the proof, but Outbreak still left a lot. He screen shared me things from it. He showed me all his crap from the Dark Empire back in the day. And I just showed him, and then Dark's like, I had no idea. He's like, we are going to war with this guy. And I'm like, I agree. I didn't actually bring it up to start a fight. I just thought Dark knew already. I feared he was going to be like, yeah, I know, I just never cared. But no, he had no idea. So after he learned about this, it was just a full-on war. So now we're actually going to be fighting the Commonwealth, and I guess the Black Knights, because apparently Chris does not like me. Speaking of which, a lot of the people in the Black Knights are always thinking, you know, they're fighting for me. They think I've quit. They think they're still fighting for me. And then the other day, they learned I was in the Dark Empire, and they're like, what? What happened? Why is he not joining us? Blah, blah, blah. And they're in such confusion. And the thing is, guys, you were never fighting for me. You were fighting for yourselves. And what do I mean by that? I quit the game, and you guys didn't follow me at all. You guys just kept going, and you claimed it was fighting for me. But when you use my enemies, you're not fighting for me. You're fighting for yourselves. If it was fighting for me, you guys would not be teaming up with the Commonwealth. You would not have teamed up with our enemies. You would have stayed to yourselves. You would have stuck to the rules. You would have tried to become better. And you would have built up it just better than ever before. And then you could have had me a perfect place to come back to. But you guys never did. That was not what you guys did. You went about it a totally different way, whether you realized it or not. And there's always a time to change. You guys could always come to the Dark Empire. Just say. But I'm back. I'm just not going to the Black Knights, because it's no longer the clan that I created. It's no longer the place that I wanted it to be. And now the Dark Empire, it may not be perfect, but it's really good. And that's why I'm in it. And that's why I'm probably going to stay in it for the rest of my DBU career. And I'm going to help Dark take down the Commonwealth. And our entire empire is going to be coming for him. Put it that way. We are really going to be trying hard. And as Chris always says, we will train hard. And we will fight hard. But seriously, we're going to go all for it. We're really going to try and beat them. Does that mean I'm quitting all other games on YouTube? No, I'm still going to be playing other games. But I am really, really going to be trying hard in DBU now. Just so we can completely destroy what's left of the Commonwealth. And then we have to build ourselves up. Help us get us to just try and get us to 1K members in the Empire. That would really help. And also join my official YouTube server, because that also helps. And it will be, you know, just a big stepping stone. Every single person will be one step closer to reaching the Commonwealth. And I think we can do it. We will have our own tournaments. We will have our own giveaways. We will do our own thing. We will become better than the Commonwealth. Become stronger. And we're going to do it without hacks, without cheats. We're going to bring order to DBU in the best way we can. And that's just something I'm supporting. I'm not the leader. I don't make the final call. But I am definitely Dark's partner. But actually, here's an announcement for all my enemies. Especially Chris and Daddy Smurf and all of them. Let's just say Dark is now my mentor. He is now my official teacher. He is going to be teaching me all types of things that I never even knew in DBU. And it's going to help out a lot. And now that he's teaching me, who knows how strong I'll become. And as you guys may already see, I've been stat grinding a bit. I have not been rebirth grinding because I don't see a point in it much anymore. And they kind of screwed up rebirthing in this update. I'm going to make a bunch of videos teaching you guys stuff very soon, because the new update is way different than the old DBU. The map has changed. I've got tons of ideas. FuzionTimmy's back, and I'm in black. No, but seriously, I'm in the Dark Empire. Please laugh. Please. No. But yeah, I'm in the Dark Empire, and there's a lot of reasons for that. But now moving on to stuff outside of DBU. Now that we've hit 3,000 subscribers, I've also got a new member in the Fusion Squad. Who is this new member? It is Ray Lachey, or I just call her Labe because she's pretty cool. But she's going to be an artist, and she might make a couple videos, I'm not sure. But she's going to be doing our future channel art. She'll be doing thumbnail art. She'll be doing all sorts of stuff. She's going to make our channel look a lot better. She's really cool. Her link will also be in the description. She's a good artist. I think you can still pay her for commissions if you like her work. She's the same person that made my avatar. She's really cool, okay? So she's joining the Fusion Squad, and we officially have 4 members. Fusion Bacon, Fusion Kaze, FuzionTimmy, and also now, I guess, Fusion Lay or Fusion Ray Lachey. I can't even pronounce it hardly. I think I'm pronouncing it right, but I'm not sure. One last thing I need to get over before I forget. The Atlas Zero situation. Now, this is a doozy. So, as you guys know, if you've been paying attention to my community, I am no longer friends with Atlas Zero. And I am no longer doing collabs with him. Why? It is not because I hate Atlas Zero. It is not because I think he's a bad person. Atlas, if you're watching this, you'll understand that I actually had a lot of fun when we did collabs, right? I actually had a lot of fun. It was really cool. The reason that I'm not doing anymore is I just feel like you were mostly doing it for profit, and another thing is it was stumping my channel growth. If you guys go look, Atlas was doing my videos right after. Basically, I'd make an idea, make a video, and then he would do that same idea and video like a day later, but he would do it 4 times, and then my video would just, it was gone. If you look it up, if you look up how to level up fast, I'm probably like maybe number 10, while he's got like the first 5 or 6 slots. And that's what I mean. He's completely overtaken me there. I only did it once because how many level up fast videos do you need? You teach one thing and there you go. No, but he wants to do the same video over and over and over. And I hate to say it, but it's very effective. Even though it's just, for the money. I respect the grind. He's getting out there. He's getting popular. I believe, he's a big part of the DBU community right now. That's why I'm not crapping on him. I think he's pretty cool. He's an okay guy. But I didn't like how he did things. Since he does stuff for money, and he's doing stuff just purely to get popular, it was just like, I don't know, I just didn't enjoy it. I wanted to do stuff that I found was fun, but that was also getting views. And it worked for a little bit, but it was not working nearly as good as just how to level up fast. So I'm going to have to kind of revert to my old ways, but at the same time, I'm going to be doing creative videos. I want to be better than Atlas, but I don't think I'm ever going to surpass Atlas. And I don't hate Atlas, don't get the wrong idea. You don't have to unsubscribe to him. He's pretty cool. But just know that's why we're not collabing anymore. It's just for the best. My channel would die if I continued to collab with him. It would slowly burn me out, and it would slowly burn out the channel. And I would have no ideas and no chance. I have to kind of put myself out there on my own. I can't just be Atlas Zero's like sidekick, Basically, I'm becoming the Nightwing of the friggin' DBU community. I don't know. If you guys read comic books, you'll get that. Yeah, I'm becoming the friggin' Nightwing, man. But, it's just, a lot to explain. A lot to explain. My life's been pretty busy. And I'm in the Dark Empire, but I'm still the same person, I don't go killing noobs for fun. If there's somebody that gets in my way, sure. But I'm not gonna go around killing noobs, calling them trash. Dark might, I don't know. But I'm not. I won't. I'm still a good person. And at the end of the day, my clan won't change that. I'm still going to be who I am. Why am I in the Dark Empire? Because Dark was there when I actually needed it. And we've actually been hanging out. He's a pretty cool dude. He's changed a lot. And the Empire, it's my best way of even getting back at the Commonwealth. And we have the same exact idea. I'm helping Dark. He's helping me. He's teaching me while I'm also helping him grow up his whole entire empire. We're helping each other, right? And with us together, with our power combined, we just might be able to stop the Commonwealth. We might be able to change DBU completely. And we're going to go even further than DBU. We're going to go to Dragon Ball Dark Legacy, put it that way. I wanted you guys to know that I am so happy that we have reached 3,000 subscribers. Me and Bacon did a couple streams on this, and it's just, I've had the most fun on this YouTube channel in these times than ever, just because we've really came so far. We actually have a fan base. We received our first donation on stream, and it was just, I loved it. It really made me lose my mind, because I was like, wow, people enjoy our videos so much that they're gonna just do that. It's like, whoa, they actually donated. And as you can see, we are at Commies Lookout. This is where the first episode of the entire series started, and it was just, the map has changed so much now. The DBU I knew is gone, and I'm having to relearn everything that I once knew. Am I still powerful? Yes, but the map has changed, the bosses have changed, the community has changed in such a short amount of time, and now I have to try and adapt. But that's part of the fun. Eventually this will become old, but I'm going to adapt to this, and I'm going to make a lot more videos. You guys will be able to see them, If you really want to join me on my journey, you can join the Dark Empire in the description below. Help us grow. And it will just overall make me happier, and it'll make our empire grow bigger, and we will win. And there's just so much more I could say, but I'm not going to go over it. You guys get the point. I probably talked for about an hour now. And just, with all that being said, thank you for 3,000 subscribers. Join the Dark Empire. Join my Discord server. Subscribe. Make sure to like, comments, and subscribe. There you go. FuzionTimmy, once again, signing out.